a Muslim prayer for us, another volunteer to come do a Christian prayer for us, and then we're going to observe our 1 minute silence for our former president, and then we start up this event formally. So please, can we have a volunteer for the Muslim prayer? Yes. Then we need a volunteer for the Christian prayer. Anybody that is sure they have not committed sin for the past 1 week, please come forward. Why did you laugh, sir? I say, boy, have not committed sin for the past 1 week. We can't tell. You can tell. Okay, that's why you're here. My brother, can you tell? You leave it for God. Okay, please, let's take that. So we start with you, sir, and then help me pass the mic to him. Your name, then the prayer. Please, sir, will you come forward? Your name and the prayer. Thank you.
Thank you. My name is Yahya Haruna. Sanu Alim Bukari. Fatiha Salatul Fatih. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Ihdina as-siratal mustaqim. As-siratal ladzina an'amta alayhim ghayril maghdubi alayhim wad-dallin. Amin. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad al-Fatih ma al-kalad ma sukwana sarakila wa la hadi ila siratika mustaqim wa ala alihi akam tarlazin. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad al-Fatih ma al-kalad ma sukwana sarakila wa la hadi ila siratika mustaqim wa ala alihi akam tarlazin. Allahumma salli ala sayyidina Muhammad al-Fatih ma al-kalad ma sukwana sarakila wa la hadi ila siratika mustaqim wa ala alihi akam tarlazin. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun wa salamun ala al-mursalin walhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Thank you.
And so in Jesus' name, oh God, we thank you for the gift of life, your guidance and your protection. We thank you for today. We thank you for this great event. Oh God, as we've gathered here to get inspired, to gain insights, to gain motivation, to get better. Oh God, we ask for your wisdom, we ask for your knowledge, we ask for your understanding. Let us not go the same way we came. Let's be blessed and let's be uplifted. That at the end of the day, this event would be one of its kind that we'll talk about for a very long time, and we'll be blessed at the end of the day. All glory, honor, and adoration will be returned unto your mighty name in Jesus' name.
Thank you very much. It's still morning. I see some of us are still chilled and we are cold. I don't know if you grabbed your coffee before you came, but I need to be sure that the energy is in the room. Ladies and gentlemen, I need to be sure that there's energy in this room. Can we formally start this event? Let me try with yourself first. Can you put your hands together for yourself? Can we do that? I need the energy. I need the energy. The clap should come a little louder. Can we do that together? Help me add small percentage to that clap. Can we do it together? Okay. This event is put together by Activate Success International Foundation. We are going to achieve a lot of things today. In the course of this event, you are going to be inspired about what to do next, especially with your life, with your business, and with the skills that you have. Second is that in the course of this event, people will be empowered with grants. Grants mean exactly money that is given to you to start a business. People will be empowered with grants in different figures for different reasons and at different time. People will be given grants to start their own businesses or to promote the business you're already doing. Thirdly, is that at the end of this event, you will leave better than you came here. We have people who have achieved a lot in their career, in their field of work, especially as young people, and are going to share their story and inspire us. So I think it's a good day. It's a wonderful reason to sit down. It's a good room to be in. It's a good space to be, and I'm sure we are ready to begin properly. My name is Chooks the General, and I'm going to be one of your hosts for today's event. One more time, if you think you're in the right place, doing the right thing, can you put your hands together for Activate Success International Foundation? Why is it difficult to clap? Or am I the one that's not hearing the clap? Thank you. We're going to start. First of all, let me establish that we're supposed to do a 1 minute silence for our former president, but we want to do it. We have a lot of our special guests in the holding room. They're already arriving gradually. We are going to do that when we have our guests complete. and so that we can air that properly with all our guests, all our celebrities, all our leaders in the room. We'll do the 1 minute silence for late president. Someone already came to meet me to ask for that. We'll do it. It's on the program, but we'll do that when we have a fuller house as far as to do with our front row. So just sit tight. We'll just start the event gradually and creep into the actual moment where we're going to do it. But for now, we'll take two things from one person. First, obey the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I don't know what percentage of people we have that are core members. As I said, the NYC anthem, but I'm sure some people are not core members here. So we just take national anthem. What happened? You are a core member. What, can you raise your hand? Let me see. Who's this guy raising? You're wearing uniform. We know you're a core member. With that uniform, you can't be a farmer. You're a core member, have you? Why are you not threatening me? Okay, so we'll take the national anthem, and after that, we'll take a special song from a very amazing friend and brother. This guy has traveled around Nigeria doing music. He's extremely talented. He's gifted. His voice has paved way for him in this life, and he's here to entertain us. But he will start with national anthem. Fellow young people, with all the energy, with all the vibe, can you hear me put your hands together for Chris Ade? Can we do that together for Chris Ade? No, can the clap come a little louder for Chris Ade? Can we do that, please?
All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much, Uncle Chooks. Please, can you put your hands together for him? All right. How many of you love Nigeria here? All right. Now, can we all be upstanding as we do this together for our nation? Special thanks to Activate Success International for this great honor. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. Are you ready? Are you ready? All right.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own native land. Though tribes and tongues may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland. Our flag shall be a symbol that truth and justice reign. In peace or battle or no, and these we count as gain. To hand unto our children a Bible without stain. O God of all creation, grant these our one request. Help us to build a nation where no man is oppressed, and so in peace and plenty Nigeria may be blessed. Nigeria may be blessed.
Thank you. God bless Nigeria. Thank you. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. How many of you know you're rising this morning? Come on, let me see your hands up in the air. Now turn to your comrade, turn to your neighbor and say, neighbor, I am rising. I am soaring beyond the sky. Now tell yourself, neighbor, Activation Success is rising. We're breaking limits and we're breaking boundaries. Okay, push it up for me. Push it up. Push it up. Can you wave your hands, everybody, right now? Ooh, 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 yeah. I'm breaking limits, breaking your boundaries. Oh, no force of gravity can hold me to the ground. I can move mountains. My faith is leading. Go telling possibilities I can be found. I'm conquering territories, going beyond boundaries, 'cause my faith is a victory. I've got a hope of glory. Tell yourself right now, say, I'm rising, I'm soaring beyond the sky. Let me hear you sing it now. Everybody, let's go now. I'm rising, I'm soaring beyond the sky. Ooh, I'm sitting so high in heavenly places. Living the super life is so refreshing. Oh, I'm sitting with kings and beautiful faces. Of the world so high, I can see you shining. I'm conquering territory, going beyond boundaries, 'cause my faith is a victory. I've got a hope of glory. I'm rising, I'm soaring beyond the sky. Yeah. I'm rising, I'm soaring into the sky. Oh, I'm rising, I'm soaring into the sky. Yeah. I'm rising, I'm soaring into the sky. Can you repeat now? Say, no stopping me, no holding me, no breaking me. I can fly. Let me hear you singing now. No stopping me, no holding me, no breaking me. It's my time. Nigeria, no stopping me, no holding me, no breaking me. I can fly. Yeah, no stopping me, no holding me, no breaking me. It's my time. It's your time right now. I'm rising, I'm soaring beyond the sky. I'm rising, I'm soaring into the sky. Hey, up the world so high, can you see me shining? Hey, 'cause I'm rising. Oh, yeah, into the sky. Yeah, I'm rising, I am soaring into the sky. Yeah, I'm rising, I'm soaring into the sky. Oh, I'm rising, I'm soaring into the sky. Yeah, I'm rising. Yeah, I'm soaring beyond the sky. Can you say it one more time? Let's sing it together right now. Come on now. I'm rising, I'm soaring. You sing beyond the sky. Everybody, if you know you're crafting the future right now, I'm rising. Oh, I'm soaring. Yeah, beyond the sky. All right, the next song I'm doing before he comes up is Crafting the Future. Tell your neighbor, the future is here. The future is here. And I am the future. Let's go. the future is here. Oh, 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 oh. The future is here. Oh, 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 oh. Can you wave your hands now? Come on now. The future is here. Yeah. A nation is rising. I see a light on the hill. Oh, the future is here. Yeah. On your mark, get set, let's go. Our time is here. Everywhere, let the people know it's our time to lead. It's a clarion call. Every youth we must obey. Our nation's call, we will serve with strength and faith. Can you wave your hands? Let's go now. The future is here. Oh, the nation is rising. I see a light on the hill. Oh, the future is here. Oh, the future is here. The nation is rising. I see a light on the hill. Yeah, the future is here. Yeah, all around, let the whole world know we're taking over wherever it's failed. Yeah. Great people, great nation, we're moving on to take the lead. United we stand, oh, divided we fall. Let us take it. Everybody now, come on now, everybody, let's wave your hands now. Come on now, the future is here, yeah. A nation is rising. I see a light on the hill. Oh, the future is here. Oh, the future is here. Hey. A nation is rising. I see a light on the hill. Yeah. The future is here. The future is here. The future is here. Oh, it's a clarion call. Every youth we must obey. Our nation's call. We will serve with strength and faith. Thank you, and that's my time.
Nobody like work, but you must hustle if you want job. You no finish, they won't fight us. If them they run, them no fit catch up. I know they form say I too righteous. No con they form say you too like us. Me no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like Popoli.
I wish they can get my microphone back to me. My height does not allow me to use this one. I'd like to one more time welcome you. Let me start with great Nigerian youths. Our special guests, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I said at the beginning that I have a very wonderful and elder brother, senior colleague in the industry that will be co-hosting with me. And so he's here, and we are set to run. The moment he comes, we'll take our first panel, and then we'll be doing protocol as the event is going. With all due respect, I'd like to welcome to the microphone a very senior master of ceremony, an elder brother of mine. Ladies and gentlemen, this man has been doing MC since I was in primary 6, and he's still doing it till now. Whoever can do that long deserves to be celebrated. Please, can we put our hands together for Andy Gabriel? Can the clap come a little louder? He started MC before some of you were born. Can we clap for him? You are like 72 years old, sir.
No, 75. Well, I'm more like an ancestor. That's what he has just referred to me as. But I think I'd like to accept that I am one amongst you. I'm your brother. I am your friend. I am your colleague. But even then, this event is all about you. It's all about the youth. It's all about empowerment. It's all about entrepreneurship. It's all about focusing on the future. How do we build the future? These are some very pertinent questions on the lips and on the minds of very many of us. My name is Andy Gabriel, just as you've been told. This event is packaged by a woman who is pretty very concerned about the future of Nigerian youths. And I'm sure you know who we're talking about. Activating Success is a program that she's been handling on television stations, syndicating to various television stations and counting. And I can tell you that with this program, she's actually touched lives. She has fetched great talents for Nigeria. I'd like you very quickly just to, before we get started in earnest, to welcome one of us, the man who handles everything about the NYSC in Nigeria. I'd like you to please join me in welcoming one of the youngest ever and very vibrant, dynamic Director General NYSC. Please join me in welcoming Brigadier General Olakunle Nafiu. Would like to welcome you, sir, very profoundly to this event. I've also been told that we've got our brother in the house. You saw him when he came in, a young man who started business with just 3,500 naira as a youth copper, and today he is a very big testimony in Nigeria as to tenacity, as to doggedness, as to never say die, as to raising stars from the dust. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Mr. Seyi Adekunle, the Chief Executive Officer of Seyi Vodi. Vodi Tailors, Vodi Designs, Vodi Everything.
Sure. Let me also recognize and welcome a very special woman in the event field. I started this job, and when I came around FCT, she was one of the champions that held my hands. We call her the guru herself. She's the MD, CEO of Wedding Guru. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mrs. Christine. Please can we put our hands together for her?
Just as you welcome Mrs. Christine, I'm sure that my colleague and brother and associate, I hate to say I'm his elder brother, because in this industry, it is not about age. It is what you're able to bring to the table. And for us to be sharing the same stage, it tells you that he has something really very cogent to offer. And every time he became a star from just offering what he knows how to offer best. Please put your hands together for Chooks the General. Now, from this event, we're burnt to learn and unlearn, and of course, get to hear the experiences of persons who from nothing has become somebody or something in the society and heavily revered and highly respected. We have introduced quite a good number of our speakers and panelists to this event, but let me also recognize the presence Already, I'm sure he's done this, but the head corporate communications of Nestle Nigeria has been recognized. But if not, let me once again please ask all of you to please give her a thunderous round of applause. Victoria Uwadoka would like to appreciate you. All right. I've been told that we've got to set the ball rolling immediately with inviting those of them who will be seated on this side of the divide to be able to carry us on in this very first segment of jaw-jawing, getting to talk together, getting to cross-fertilize ideas, and of course someone will be sitting down here and throwing questions at them, and they'll be responding. So please get ready with your pen and paper so you can also put pen to paper in the course of all this. Let me invite, because I'm told that ladies first, and I will begin to treat the ladies that way because that's why I call myself the defendant of the feminine folk. I'd like you to please join me in welcoming to this side of the divide as one of our panelists this morning, Victoria Uwadoka. Please put your hands together for her as she makes her way here to this side. If you have ushers to usher her, this is not a time to whisper. It is time for us to take action. Ladies and gentlemen, Victoria Uwadoka. Please, a round of applause one more time.
I'd like to also invite to join the panel one of the panelists. This man holds a degree in marketing from the University of Calabar, and his MBA is University of Nigeria in Soka. He founded his brand in 2013, and he has built a very thriving photography enterprise with multiple studios. George Okoro has successfully transitioned from banking and telecoms into creative enterprise. One of the finest and biggest photographers we have out of Africa. Ladies and gentlemen, is the president and founder of George Okoro Studios and George Okoro Photography. Help me welcome Mr. George Okoro.
And as you welcome him, he has decided that he needs the moral and emotional support in this business, and that is why he's not here alone. He has come with his wife. His wife is here. I'd like us to welcome Mrs. Rekia George Okoro. Let's give her a round of applause, please. Welcome, madam. Just wave at us. Thank you. Now, you're just going to sit down there and listen to your husband do what he knows how to do best. But talking never used to be part of his business, but he found himself doing it, and he's been doing it exceedingly well. So please put your hands together for the Mrs. George Okoro one more time. I beg your pardon.
Auntie, let me just say that George Okoro, we always make a good speech when the wife is seated in front of him.
That's why she's here.
Yeah, the few times I saw him talk without the wife, I didn't really enjoy. But today, having the wife here, we are set for an amazing day.
All right. I did introduce a little while ago the woman who superintends over corporate affairs of Nestle, and really never did give a bit of a dossier on her. I'm just compelled by the circumstance to want to please take a few lines from the dossier that we have here. Very intimidating, but I'll plead with her to please permit me to abridge it. Victoria Uwadoka is an award-winning communications leader with over 2 decades of experience spanning the FMCG, technology, logistics, and entertainment sectors. She's a master storyteller and strategic communicator. At Nestle, she has led the Bold Own the African Narrative campaign, an initiative that empowers communicators to shape Africa's future through authenticity, trust building, and meaningful collaboration with deep expertise in crisis anticipation, digital transformation, and stakeholder engagement. Aside that, in abridging it, in recognition of her exceptional contributions, she was named Outstanding PR Professional of the Year at the 2024 PR Primus Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for Victoria Uwadoka, please.
Before you call the next panelist, sir, let me just recognize we have seated here, of course, you can't miss her. Very beautiful, very hardworking, very impactful, special assistant to the president on public health within the office of the vice president. I'd like to welcome and specially recognize in our midst Mrs. Uju Rochas Awoka. Please can we put our hands together for her?
And then I'm also at liberty to do a bit on this person I'm about to invite. Very young, dynamic, and very vibrant and very future-focused. Very distinguished ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming one of our panelists who is meant to be seated here right now. Let's please welcome Ben Umor. Please a round of applause for Ben Umor as he makes his way here. Mr. Ben Umor is a CEO of Dudu Signature. He began his journey with humble beginnings, driven by a passion for creativity and a deep commitment to excellence. And what started as a small self-thought pursuit has grown into a thriving beauty brand, trusted celebrities, heads of agencies, high-profile personalities, and first ladies across Nigeria. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, through a dint of hard work, consistency, and relentless drive to improve his craft, Mr. Umor has built a reputation for artistry, precision, and elegance. Today, Dudu Signature is not just a makeup brand. It is a statement of quality and trust, reflecting his personal ethos and dedication to empowering confidence through beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for Ben Umor. Now, quickly before we move on, I'd like to just share with you, I've shared this at different fora. When you are asked to clap, don't imagine that you're doing anyone a wall of favor. It is yourself. I stumbled on a research that was done by the University of Philadelphia, November 2014, that says people who clap vigorously when it is important to clap live longer, healthier, youthful, wrinkles-free, ageless, visit doctors less, and in turn, clapping helps to rejuvenate the internal organs in the human body. Please imbibe the culture of clapping. It is healthy to clap. And let that applause also come for Love Idoko Uloko, the initiator of this very awesome program. We appreciate you. Thank you very much.
When you spoke about how clapping make people look younger, the ladies started clapping first. I think this looking younger thing is something that should stay. I will keep doing it. I'd like to introduce the moderator of today's panel section. It's important that we properly get a moderator, and then we run this first set of panel, and then we can quickly proceed. The moderator for this panel session, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, is our very special and wonderful brother. He's a consummate communicator and trendsetter. He holds a diploma in computer science and education from the University of Nigeria, Nsukka, and a BSc from Benson Idahosa University. Blending technical acumen with vibrant creativity, he's known for his charismatic co-host of Jara, African Magic's flagship entertainment show, which he has anchored for about 11 seasons. Ladies and gentlemen, following his Big Brother Africa victory, he has remained a high-profile presenter, hosting major events and red carpets, including the African Magic Viewers' Choice Awards for several years. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to welcome a very well-celebrated Nollywood actor, a wonderful face on our screen and TV series. Let me welcome Mr. Uti Nwachukwu. Please can we put our hands together for Uti Nwachukwu?
Just as the moderator is making his way to taking the stage, I've just been told that their time has been increased to 20 minutes. And so please, as against the number of minutes that was allotted to this, we're going to be having them discuss what we're discussing here for 20 minutes. But I'd like to welcome my brother and friend of many years standing, born in Accra in 1981, raised in Port Harcourt, but of course he has been blessing us with his very sonorous voice, just seated with us. I wouldn't want to mention his name. I'll keep that to my chest until we get to that point. I'd like to welcome you. Very quickly, we'll be yielding the floor at this point in time to Uti Nwachukwu, who handles these other aspects of our conversation. Remember, the theme is what it is all about: crafting the future, skills, strategies, and inspiring success stories. National Youth Entrepreneurship and Empowerment Program, YIP 2025 Summit. It's actually more than a summit. So put your hands together for the moderator as he takes charge of proceedings from here.
Thank you. Good morning, Abuja. Good morning. Hi. I'm trying to absorb the energy. Have we had tea, coffee, akara, akamu? Have we had breakfast? Oh, wow. Something should be done. I think we should send packs of Akara, right? Yes, and Nestle is here, so maybe small milk with Milo. Oh, you have it. Anyways, good morning, everybody. It's always a pleasure to be back here in Abuja. Fun fact, my NYSC was served here. Yeah. 2009, yes. I don't old small, but not that old. So it always feels like home every time I come back here. And another fun fact, the first time I went for Big Brother Africa and I did not win, the first person who took a chance on me, because, I went on the show and I felt like, as long as I'm on this show, when I come out, I don't blow. But I learned a very hard way, a very harsh lesson that people love winners. So when I came back, no one was trying to take a chance on me. And the very first person to give me my first gig, as that when people were fighting for 50K and 80K gigs, she paid me 150,000 naira just to show up and motivate students at the Benue State University, is Love Idoko Uloko. Huge round of applause. And then as a Delta man and Rivers man who likes money, she fast became my best friend. Until today, I'm still taxing her. So, mommy of Abuja. So I hail you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocols duly observed, welcome. And today is all about motivating the youth out there. We know times like these are very challenging, but that's why we have panelists like this. I don't think there's anything new under the sun. I think for every generation, we've had our own challenges at that time that felt like, OMG, we're about to lose our minds. But the most important thing I would always say is your mindset and your mentors and how you can wade through the waters. If you allow me to be, or if you permit me to be a bit religious, in the Bible there's a portion that says you will pass through the fires, but it will not consume you. You will pass through the waters and it will not overwhelm you. If somebody is doing it, I can do it. If there are people enjoying in this economy, I can do it. If there are people that are succeeding, I can do it. They don't get two heads. We all have one head, two eyes, a nose, lips. So there's always something. There's a turning point. And that's why we have great human beings who have achieved great things. So without further ado, here we have just 20 minutes, so we're going to keep it really short. I believe in ladies first. So, ma'am, I'm going to start with you. I look at you and let's address the elephant in the room. We know that patriarchy has suppressed a lot of women. We know that. Fact. So when I look at you and I see that you've risen to become the head of corporate commissions for a multinational company like Nestle, global, I can't help but fathom, or rather, try to fathom what you've had to go through. If there was any significant part of your life that changed the way you thought, changed the way things were for you, and just paved your streets with gold, what would you, or what moments would you point out?
Thank you very much, Uti. Hello, everyone. Hello, Abuja. Are we here? Okay, I know that this is about motivation, but we're not really here to motivate you. At least I'm not. I'm here to take motivation from you, because that you're in this room is that you're motivated and you've come to hear something that you can take with you. One of the things, you've asked me, Uti, what has kept me going and what brought me to where I am now? One is not seeing myself through anybody's lens but mine. I've seen myself for who I am. I discovered where my strengths were and built on my strengths. Yes, there are challenges. Yes, there are limitations. Yes, there are people who want to see you different from who you are. But I have remained constant in seeing myself for who I am, not through anybody's lens or anybody's direction. I had a friend, a very dear friend of mine, who passed on of blessed memory, Amaka Igwe. And I remember she always told me, she said, Ndidi Amaka, define success for you the way God has defined it for you, not the way the world defines it, not the way your mother or your father or your friend or any man or any woman defines it for you. So that has been what has kept me going. I've taken challenges and people said, you're so courageous. You went from this to that. You've changed direction 1 million times. And I said, it's not so much about courage as seeing that inside me, I can. I see those abilities. I've built on those abilities. And so when I enter a space, it doesn't matter the challenges there. I focus on who I am and what I can deliver. I focus on the value that I can bring. And that's what I would like to leave with anyone. You need to see yourself. You need to define success for you. Is it in the big cars? Is it in the name? Is it in being on Big Brother and winning or not winning? What exactly is success for you? And don't let anyone define that for you. Define it for yourself and keep your eyes on it no matter what the limitations are in front of you. Thank you.
Ooh, that was powerful. A round of applause. I love the fact that you said define what success means for you. And one of the big reasons why Nestle is so dear to my heart is that you guys have been supporting Activate Success Foundation for over 7 years. That's 8, exactly. And I think that is absolutely worthy of emulation. And I think we need more people to throw in their backs for, notable causes. So thank you so much. But before you go, so there are lots of young women here today who really need to hear very strong words, especially in environments where they feel women are not given a chance to thrive. Not a lot of women can celebrate huge positions like yours. So is there anything in particular or any mindset you've had in particular to combat this? And were you faced with that? Were you faced with any sort of discrimination just because you are a woman? And how did you handle that to become victorious?
Incidentally, I've been asked this question so many times, and I say that being a woman, there's a constant in your life, and that constant is being told that you can't. Not because your head cannot fathom it, but because you're a woman. There is a place, there's a space that, they want to put you in. So very early in my career, I had this mindset that, okay, when I sit in a room, I should just listen and not speak, no matter what I had in my head.
Really?
Yes, I had that mentality when I was the very early stages of my career. I think that was after youth service, my first job. And then before I became the manager international operations in that organization I was working in. And I would go to meetings and I had the feeling that, just sit and listen and learn. Even though when people were speaking, I would hear things that in my head, I knew what should be done. I knew what needed to be said. And I said, okay, you know what? I'll just keep quiet and listen and take notes and all that. I've had situations where people think that you walk into a room, so you're the secretary. Because you're a woman, you're not the executive, you're the secretary, and they're asking you for this and asking you for that. But I said something to myself and to those who have asked me this question a couple of times. I see myself as human. I do not look at myself as male or female or whatever. The first thing I see is my humanity. The second thing I see is my ability. You need to see that. The third thing you need to understand is that you have ideas and your voice matters. You have something to say when you're at the table. Don't keep what you know to yourself. Don't hide it. As a woman, maybe you want to say, okay, you know what? It has to be all right. Everything has to be perfect. It's, that imposter syndrome that comes when you look at yourself as a woman, and it's not the fault of the woman, or it's not the fault of the girl or the young woman who feels that way. Society has fashioned you right from when you were growing up. You were groomed to be a wife and a mother, right? You were groomed to be a nurturer. You were not groomed to nurture yourself. You were not groomed to speak. You were not groomed to lead. But you need to tell yourself that I have those abilities in me. The other thing I want to tell you is that you don't have to lead like a man. I don't know what that means anyway. You don't have to become brash. You don't have to become something that you're not. Where you are, everything you have, everything that God has given you, you can use it to lead. You can lead with empathy. You can lead with your humanity. You can lead with your femininity. And you can be proud of yourself as a woman and lead from that position. You don't have to become anyone else. You don't have to become anything else. You can take that innate ability in you. So what I want to tell you, first of all, is the first thing that I said. Know who you are. Define success for you. 2, understand that your voice counts. Your voice matters. There's something that you have to say. Don't see yourself as a woman who is limited. Because if you see that already, then you're limited. I don't see myself as that. I don't see myself as any tribe or any religion or any. I just see myself as a human and the abilities that God has given me. And I build on those abilities. And because I've defined success, I'm working towards it daily. Even as I sit, I'm a constant learner, always learning, always advancing. And that's what I would like to tell every young woman who aspires to be anything, an entrepreneur, an executive, a leader in whatever position. You have a voice, and that voice matters. But you need to define it, and you need to work towards it. Thank you.
Woo! Come on! I'm looking in the crowd, and I can see the Gen Z women going, yes! You know, Gen Z ladies love to be outspoken. So I love the fact that you are, adding more volume to it, because it's time for the voices of the youth to be heard, female or male. So it's absolutely amazing. Humanity, ability, your voice has to be heard. Do not dim your light for anybody. Thank you so much for your inspiring words. Ladies and gentlemen, please, one more time, a round of applause. Wow. My bros, we went to Nsukka together, but I will save you for last. Let me go on to the CEO, Dudu, signature. A guy, man. Bros, I love this, your boots. After this show, in fact, when you walked in here, love. You've beaten me to it. What?
No problem. If my leg can go in.
Use your mic, bros. What did you say?
Yeah. I said if my leg can go in, I'll take hers.
Wow. So I've been thrown out of the equation.
Ladies first.
Okay. So are you pulled from the same state?
Oh, no.
Okay. So I look at you and I see effervescence. You know, you are bold, you are daring, you shine bright, and you have been able to create a huge makeup brand. You have clients spanning from the government circle to the entertainment circle to even the private elite sector to even like NYSC corpers. Or youth corpers, sorry. Youth corps members. Yes, I must correct myself. I've been educated. Youth corps members. Yes. I just want to ask you. Now for me, I like to address elephants in the room, right? When it comes to societal and cultural conditioning, and they think makeup, the first thing they think is, now woman, walk.
Exactly.
Yes. In a country like Nigeria that can be very judgmental, highly opinionated, and a bit stiff, how were you able to navigate all these waters to say, you know what, this is who I am, this is what I like, this is what I'm going to do, and you've done it, and you've come up to this position where you are?
So, I'll tell you this, Uti. It doesn't just start with the society. It started from home. When I said I wanted to be a makeup artist, then I was still seeking admission into the university. And my mom, the first day I told her I wanted to go for a makeup gig, she was like, no, I don't approve that. You will not tell me you want to leave school and carry your bag and you tell me you're doing makeup for people. It will never happen. She complained to my dad. My dad was like, no, I know what he's good at. He would excel in this. So yes, I'm giving him my blessings. Yes. And she then spoke to one of my uncle who's a professor, because he's always the book person. So she said, oh, I'm the only child of my mom.
How were you able to carve that reputation for your brand?
So, consistency is one thing that I know will take you places. Right from the start, I've always known no giving up. We're getting this, and we're going to get this anyway, anyhow. Days when it's not good, I show up. Days when it feels down, I show up. Days when you post on Instagram and you get 10 likes, I am not discouraged. I still want to push. I still want to do something to show that, yes, I am the man for this job. And several times when I meet a client, they're like, oh, okay, I never knew you were this young. I was expecting someone quite mature or quite old.
Sorry, how old are you? You don't have to answer, it's fine.
Oh, I'm 29, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. To achieve all of that at 29? Wow. Okay.
So, when I meet my clients, they are always fascinated. They're wondering, oh, okay, this person told me so much about you, and okay, I'd like to experience you myself. And another thing I would say has kept me going is humility. When I work for a client, I leave a mark. So, several times, probably brides, clients, normal day-to-day clients, they call me or send a message. Oh, thank you so much. You helped me with my shoes, you helped me with my dress, several things. You could be running out of something that is not even related to makeup, and I would want to sort that for you. And that just leaves a mark, and they always want to come back. They always want to preach to everybody how good a makeup artist you are, and they feel everybody should experience you themselves. So yes, one thing I would say would keep you going: consistency, humility. That's my number one goal.
Ladies and gentlemen, I couldn't put it better myself. Please, a round of applause for the CEO, Dudu. Signature, Ben Umar. Well done. Thank you so much. I hope you guys are jotting down, because after the last speaker, we are going to take some questions from the crowd. Just about 2 or 3, or 1 question per panelist. And on to my last, certainly not the least. Please, can we have another microphone? Yes. Thank you. All right. No, it was switched off. It's fine. So, certainly not the least, Mr. George Okoro. George Okoro Photography.
Yes.
Now, this man is someone that, growing up, he was very quiet, very reserved.
Still very quiet.
Still very, except for those who know you. And then they see the weary side. But one thing I've always admired about you is that even when I watch you work, you, just like what Ben Umo said, there's this level of humility, there's this level of professionalism. You're all about your work, and you deliver. Another challenge in Nigeria, I know we've moved on from these times. Back in the day, they would say photography, how? And you're part of the people that have contributed to making photography one of the top choices when it comes to entrepreneurship in Nigeria. I mean, let's face it, how many people are still vying for office jobs? So thank you for being one of the pioneers and one of the first to push photography, especially in Abuja, to push photography to where it is at today. I have to ask you, I'm not backing down, or, wow, this really pays. Mm-hmm. What were those moments?
So, hello everyone. Everything Uti has said here is correct. Everybody was against it. We are in a society where they believe that the photographer is most likely a dropout. Yeah, that's the mentality. Even till today, it has not changed much. Sorry to say, it has changed, but it has not gotten to the level where we want it to, right? That's what I think. But when I started, everybody was against it, and just like him, including at home, they were like, how, let me quote my dad. He said, how would my first son become a cameraman? But for me, I already said to myself that if I was ever going to fail, and I want you to put it in your head, if I was ever going to fail, that I wanted to fail on my own terms. So I'm here for myself, and I am going to do this and let people know that it is possible.
So in other words, don't pressure me.
But I will go and make these mistakes and learn for myself. The biggest or the best, and you correct yourself. So I always tell people, if you're going to fail fast. So that
most of our lessons have been learned from failing. I'm using myself as an example. The first time I went on Big Brother, I was a Chris man. So I was evicted.